Hello everyone! In this video, we're going to talk about 10 powerful rules for an unstoppable leader. Being a great leader isn't easy. It requires a certain set of skills and abilities that not everyone possesses. But if you're lucky enough to have what it takes to lead, then it's your responsibility to do it in the best way possible. And that means following a few powerful rules in today's business world. Welcome to Coffeepo.com, where you learn finance every day. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please do, as we bring valuable information every day to keep you informed and updated about finances. Being a strong leader is more important than ever. With so much competition and so many challenges, it's essential to have a clear vision and the ability to motivate and inspire your team. But what exactly makes a great leader? There are many different leadership styles, and no one size fits all. But there are certain qualities and practices that all successful leaders share. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notified of our new videos. 1. Guide your path by truth. In order to be an unstoppable leader, you must first know what your purpose is and what you stand for. You need to be able to guide your path with truth and conviction. People will respect you and want to follow you if they believe in what you're saying. Be sure to always stay true to your values and don't let anyone or anything compromise your integrity. Leaders also need to be decisive. When you're presented with a problem, you need to be able to quickly assess the situation and make a decision. Indecisiveness will only lead to more problems down the road. People will also lose faith in you as a leader if you can't make decisions. You also need to be able to inspire others. In order to do this, you must be passionate about what you're doing and believe in what you're saying. People will only follow you if they believe in you and your vision. Lastly, you need to be able to work hard and be dedicated to your cause. If you're not willing to put in the work, then you won't be able to lead effectively. People will see right through you and your lack of commitment. 2. Put your mission above your ego. In order to be an unstoppable leader, you must be willing to put your mission first and your ego second. This may mean making tough decisions or even sacrificing your own personal goals in order to achieve the greater good. True leader understands that the success of their team or organization is more important than their own individual needs. In many cases, being a leader requires making difficult decisions. You may have to choose between what is best for your team and what is best for yourself. However, a good leader always puts the needs of their team or organization first. It is also important to be able to sacrifice your own personal goals for the greater good. This may mean giving up your own time or resources in order to help your team succeed. A true leader is always willing to put the needs of their team above their own. 3. Take responsibility for the outcome, not what you wanted to do. In order to be an unstoppable leader, you have to be willing to take responsibility for the outcome, not just what you wanted to do. This means being accountable for your actions and their results, and not making excuses or blaming others. It also means having the courage to face up to your mistakes and learn from them. Leaders who take responsibility for their actions are more likely to be respected and trusted by their followers, and they are more likely to achieve their goals. 4. The leader sets the standard. When it comes to being a leader, there are a few key things that you need to remember. First and foremost, you need to set the standard. This means that you need to be the one setting the example for everyone else to follow. If you want your team to be successful, you need to lead by example and show them what it takes to be successful. Secondly, you need to be passionate about what you're doing. If you're not passionate about what you're doing, then it's going to be very difficult to get others to buy into your vision. Lastly, you need to be relentless in your pursuit of success. You can't let anything or anyone stand in your way. If you want to be a successful leader, you need to be willing to do whatever it takes to achieve your goals. 5. Make sure everybody on the boat wants to go to where you're heading it. In order to be an unstoppable leader, it is important to make sure that everyone on your team is on board with your vision. It is not enough to simply have a clear destination in mind. You also need to ensure that your team is committed to reaching it. This means being clear about your goals and objectives, and making sure that your team has buy-in at every level. One of the best ways to achieve this is to ensure that your team feels ownership over the vision. This means involving them in the planning process and giving them a sense of ownership over the final product. It is also important to keep everyone focused on the goal and to avoid getting sidetracked by distractions. Finally, it is important to remember that your team is your most valuable asset. Make sure to invest in them and to show your appreciation for their hard work. By doing so, you will create an unstoppable team that is fully committed to your vision. 6. Don't sacrifice the group to please the individual. One of the most important things a leader can do is to avoid sacrificing the group for the sake of pleasing the individual. This means that a leader should not make decisions that benefit one person or a small group of people at the expense of the rest of the team. For example, a leader might be tempted to promote a high-performing employee who is also a personal friend. However, if that promotion means that a more qualified and deserving candidate is passed over, it will not only hurt morale, but it will also damage the leader's credibility. Making decisions that are in the best interests of the team can be difficult, but it is essential if a leader wants to be successful in the long term. It is also important to remember that not everyone will always be happy with every decision that is made, but as long as the leader is making decisions with the team's best interests in mind, they will be on the right track. 7. Upgrade your people and upgrade your business. As the world progresses, the business landscape changes with it. What worked before may not work now, and what works now may not work in the future. Leaders need to be constantly upgrading both their people and their businesses to stay ahead of the curve. The people on your team are a reflection of you. If you want to upgrade your business, you need to upgrade your team. Hire people who are smarter than you and who have complementary skills. Empower them and give them the freedom to do their best work. 8. Don't step in with solutions too quickly. In today's business world, the most effective leaders are those who are able to think on their feet and make decisions quickly. However, this does not mean that leaders should be rushing into solutions without taking the time to think about the problem first. One of the most powerful rules for an unstoppable leader is to take a step back and listen to what others have to say before offering up a solution. By doing this, leaders show that they value the input of others and are more likely to come up with a better solution that takes everyone's needs into account. This type of leader is also more likely to gain the respect and loyalty of those they work with. 9. Communicate clearly. In order to be an effective leader, you must be able to communicate clearly. This means being able to articulate your vision and goals, as well as your expectations, in a way that others can understand. It also means being able to give instructions and feedback in a way that is clear and concise. One of the most important aspects of communication is being able to listen. This means being present and engaging with what the other person is saying. It also means being able to understand and empathize with their perspective. Only then can you truly communicate effectively. 10. The leader shapes the future. The future is not something we enter. The future is something we create. Leonard I. Sweet. There are powerful rules for creating an unstoppable leader. Leaders who shape the future don't do so by accident. They have a clear vision and know what steps to take to make their vision a reality. The first step to shaping the future is to have a clear vision of what you want. What are your goals and objectives? What does success look like to you? If you want to achieve something, you need to set a deadline. Having a timeline for your goals will help you stay on track and motivated. Once you know what you want and when you want it, you need to make a plan. What steps do you need to take to achieve your goals? What resources do you need? The final step is to take action. No matter how well you plan, nothing will happen unless you take action. Leaders who shape the future are not afraid to take risks and seize opportunities. Shaping the future is not easy, but it is possible. These 4 powerful rules will help you become an unstoppable leader who can create the future you want. That's all for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to hear more videos from our channel, subscribe and make sure to turn on the bell icon.